Dan,
Didi.
what does Memorial Day mean to you, sir?
Quite simply, it means it's the start of summer. That's plain and simple. I know the solstice doesn't occur till like June 20th, 21st, something like that. But like, let's get real. Let's get real. It's the first official cookout or barbecue that you have with the long weekend. It's been a minute since we've had a day off due to a holiday, so it feels like we finally made it. The weather has turned and it's the start of summer. It's cookout season also, more importantly. So it's a wonderful weekend to be celebrating all of that.
That is what it means to me too, of course. To some other people, it means other things. That's fine. Do your
Yeah,
thing. But like it does mean you have to clean your grill that's just been sitting off to the side for a while.
true.
Like it really does mean like this is the weekend you have to do it. It's like if you have a pool, open it.
Yes.
Like you have to at this point. Like because would it be we? I don't know because I didn't grow up with a pool, but I know that like anyone who had a pool, it was open Memorial Day,
Yeah.
regardless what the weather was. It was ready to go, and I'm like, I guess do people open their pools in June? No, they
No.
shouldn't. If
No.
they,
This is the
it's
weekend.
Memorial
It's
Day.
Memorial
This
Day.
is the
That's when you
weekend.
open the pool. Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost it's like because yeah, it's cookout, it's pools, it's just everything. You just kind of like knock the cobwebs off of
Hmm.
everything for the summer. Regardless where you live, I'm learning after being here for a while. It's like no, like I could grill all year long, but like I just stop.
Really?
I don't know if it's because I don't know if it's because I didn't. I mean, it's almost been 10 years since living here, but I don't know if it's just like in my head, like you just don't grill after a certain point. I do grill longer. Like I probably will stop grilling in like November or something like that.
Sure.
But like, yeah, cause like daylight savings and whatnot. But I feel like I
Yeah.
should grill more than I do. But like,
You
it
gotta
does. It's
take.
like no, just sits off to the side and
Wow.
just chills there. Because when I was cleaning the grill, I was like, huh, I should like why is this not why does this ever get like this?
Yeah. You of all people, you need to take advantage when us bums over here literally can't. And it's funny you
No.
mentioned this is the weekend to clean the grill. I actually cleaned opened up the grill last weekend, a week ago, because it's been rather warm around here. So I swore the last time I grilled late last year, I had cleaned it decently well. Where I was like, all right, I'm not going to be angry when I open this up in May. Oh man, was I wrong? I was like, who used this? Who's been using this grill? This is disgusting. I don't do this. I swear I cleaned it. Nope. 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 It's always a rough start to it, but it's always well worth it.
Yeah, I had the same exact feeling. I was like, I know like the trays are not gonna have like a bunch of gunk in them and whatnot. Like it's gonna need clean, but like not that. No, I basically like rebuilt the grill when I was
Yeah.
cleaning it. Like it's just all out in my driveway. Just like I'm like, who used this?
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, how much propane
I
is
don't
in this
know.
thing? I'm like, I'm gonna like one use, and then the propane's gonna be out. I'm always weary of that too. I'm like, does this
Yeah.
guide actually work on the side of this thing? Is this gonna be ready? Is this gonna just go out on me first time around? But it's always worth it in the end. Grilling season's phenomenal time.
Yes, it is a phenomenal time. Happy belated Memorial Day. When you hear this, it won't be Memorial Day. It is
Yeah,
right now, but it's the brunch breakdown. Didi out here in Los Angeles. Dan is in Pittsburgh and Chris is on a boat. He's on a boat, you know,
I
doing his
guess.
thing like Leo. He's on a boat. No service.
That's
No
what he
cell phone
claims.
service. No cell phone service, but could send like a 5-part Instagram story this morning. We saw it, Chris. we saw it.
Yeah.
Today on the show, we are going to be talking a lot of music. A lot of it's some great music has been coming out. Billie Eilish album, 21 Pilots album. When we've got music that we want to listen to in the summer, we're going to be talking about as well. We've got we've got a Cheez-It Cafe that we're going to talk about. That can't wait for that. And also, we've got something else that we might get to, or maybe it'll end up in the leftovers. But you know, it'll be a little surprise for all of you. It's the
There you
Brunch
go.
Breakdown. Dan, let everybody know where they can find us.
Yeah, for sure. A little surprise menu item, if you will. But you can find the Brunch Breakdown anywhere podcasts are available, quite literally. You like the big names, you like the Apples, the Spotifys, and the Googles, or you like to be on the indie scene and you're a SoundCloud guy, you're a
Hey.
Stitcher guy, maybe it's Odyssey, and then of course the wonderful friends of ours at Good Pods. You can find us anywhere. New episodes come out each and every Wednesday. Hit follow, hit subscribe wherever you prefer to listen, and leave us a review while you're there. Leave us a review. Share an episode. If you have an episode that you particularly liked, particularly loved, we very much appreciate you sharing it with your loved ones, your neighbors, your friends, your coworkers, whoever it may be. So thank you for spreading the love. We also have full video episodes that appear on YouTube and Facebook and on Spotify. They premiere at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. But you can watch those on demand anytime you want to watch after that. Also on Wednesdays. Everywhere on social media at Brunch Breakdown. And then, Didi, you mentioned we're talking a lot of music today. So if you're new to the program, which you shouldn't be by now, 193 episodes in, we create a playlist for you called The Sounds of Brunch. We give you what we're listening to this week. We keep last week's on there in case you want to catch up a little bit there too. And that gets updated exclusively on Spotify each and every Friday. Just tell Siri or Alexa, play me The Sounds of Brunch. It's that simple.
That's right. That's right. Are there any other? There's Siri. There's Alexa. Are there any other ones?
Google. Hey Google.
Oh, okay.
Google
Yeah.
Home. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's another
Google
one.
Home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's another one. Yeah. All right. Cool.
So
Well, I feel
any of
like,
them.
you know, there's gonna be. I feel like there needs to be another one.
Oh,
Just
I'm
add
sure.
it.
I'm sure there's
Move around.
Yeah.
Move around. All right. Well, Dan, why don't you just keep talking? Let's get random topics off our chest. Let's get off our chest. Let's go.
I'd be happy to. Didi, you're familiar with the band Vampire Weekend? Yes.
Of course.
Yes, of course. They've been around for a long time. Have some really well-known hits. A-Punk, Cape Cod, Kwassa Kwassa, Campus, Cousins, amongst others. Really well-known band. And if you've never heard of them, but you've ever turned on Comedy Central, Step Brothers is on about every other day. And the very first song that starts that off, that's Vampire Weekend. And they're doing something that I absolutely love. And I feel like they're doing it for our generation. Okay. Right.
Okay.
So like the generation that grew up with them and that have followed them from their start. Like we said, it's not a new band. They've been around for a minute. They're going on tour later this year in support of their new album, which came out a little earlier this year. And they are playing 2 shows at Madison Square Garden on Saturday, October 5th and Sunday, October 6th. Now, the show on Sunday, October 6th is a matinee show.
No way.
Yes. The show actually starts at 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon. This is genius. I absolutely love it. I love it for Sunday, right? We don't need this really any other day of the week, I guess. And when I first heard about this matinee show, I was like, oh, maybe it'll start at like 4 or 5 and they're calling it a matinee show. No. They are true to the word. Just like you go to a Sunday matinee theater or movie, 12:30 p.m. start. And credit for them, playing at MSG is a big deal. They're playing there the night before, and they're going to turn around and play a show less than 24 hours that quickly. So as a avid concert goer in their 30s who has to wake up at 6 a.m. every single day to go into work, okay, the Sunday night show can be a rough way to start the week. And I've had 3 so far this year. You might think, oh, fun way to end the weekend. No, rough way to start the week. So Vampire Weekend, I very much love and appreciate this concept, this idea. And though it may not catch on widespread. I really hope other bands take note of this. The Sunday matinee concert. Shouts to you, Vampire Weekend. Genius idea.
Okay. Shouts to Jamie Lee Curtis, who made a very passionate plea on like a random red carpet about how she wants matinee concerts, and she like screamed out Coldplay when she was doing this. I don't know if you've seen this clip, but it was like
No.
super funny. It went viral like maybe 2 years ago. I can't remember when it was, but it was really fun. She was like promoting like one of the Halloween movies or something, and
Sure.
someone asked her about concerts, and she was just like, "We need concerts at 12:30." Chris Martin, why can't you do a concert at 12:30? I want to see Coldplay at noon. Why can't I go see Coldplay at noon? This whole thing, hilarious. And I have a feeling that Jamie Lee Curtis is a Vampire Weekend fan, and I feel like she
Yes.
might be winning here. I feel like this is what happened. And another thing with that is I went to at the Hollywood Bowl to see Seinfeld, Nate Bargatze, Jim Gaffigan, and Sebastian Maniscalco. It was awesome.
Hmm.
And Nate Bargatze is like known as like a family comedian, whatever. And they all like had little jokes about him because he'll sell out like basketball, hockey arenas at noon. Like that's his thing. He plays shows at noon and 3. Doesn't like play night
Amazing.
shows. Plays at noon and 3
Amazing.
because his audience is like parents and families and shit. And he plays noon and 3. And I'm like, I mean, and then after seeing him, I'm like, I get it. I get it. Noon and
Yeah.
3. I'm here for it. Let's go.
I love it. It's beautiful. Shouts to Jamie Lee Curtis then. We need a voice of the people. She is definitely a voice of the people that can make this happen. Make more of this happen. So let's go. It's matinee time. Matinee Sundays. Let's get it. Let's do it. Big fan.
I don't know how I feel about it, but I like it, but I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. I don't know. But it's funny, you're mentioning concerts. I'm going to too. Went to see Justin Timberlake,
Ooh.
not this past Friday, but the Friday before.
Okay.
And gotta say, dude still got it. Dude still got it. He really loves this new album that no one else loves, and it's very frustrating. I just want people, I need people, especially folks who are in their mid 40s and they've been around for a long time. I need you to read the room. I need you to read the room and understand that, like, I understand that you're not supposed to listen to everything people say on the internet. But when everyone is saying, listen, a lot of these songs just sound like old Justin Timberlake songs, we'd rather hear the old Justin Timberlake songs. He took that in a way of saying, oh, so like if these songs sound like the old songs, then I can play these songs into the song that it sounds like.
Oh.
Here's what happens when that happens. It makes it sound like your songs are 12 minutes long. And so the show was just like uneven. It was peaks and valleys. It was like, oh, this is awesome. Because the old songs still sound incredible. His band's incredible. He's been playing with forever, the Tennessee Kids. It's like they're awesome. Like, and they're super good. But it's just these new songs, you can't tell other than like Sanctified. It's like the only song that like sticks out. The rest of them all sound like other songs of Justin's. But I mean, still dancing, still moving, and still, I mean, still just great performer, like great showman. They had like a little technical glitch, and he just like turned it into just like a skit, like it was on Jimmy Fallon or something. Like he's very talented guy.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, just mid 40s artists, read the room. Like, I know we all want to be Beyonce. I get it. We all want people to like our new album, and we want people to hear our new album, but not everybody. No, I understand. Be creative. Get out there. Like, do your thing, But like, when it comes to the show, pick your favorite 3 songs off the album and just give us the old stuff, That's all. Yeah. But it was, it was a fun show, interesting crowd. Friday night crowds. I don't know if it's like this everywhere, but Friday night crowds for concerts in LA are just awesome. I've realized this after a couple of times of just being like, everybody's just ready to let loose on Friday. Like, and it might be because Friday is a very annoying day to go to a concert. Like, regardless where you live, Friday night traffic Friday traffic, going to work, and everybody's just ready to let the fuck loose.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, and I don't know why it's taking me this long to realize this because I'm definitely like avoiding Friday concert guy, and I just going to a few concerts on Fridays. You're just like, God damn, dude, everybody's just ready to let loose. Like that show was so loud before, way before it even started. Like
Mm-hmm.
this DJ he had was literally just a wedding DJ playing like random songs from the 2000s and like early in like late 90s, and everyone in the place is just up and just jamming, and I was like, you guys don't have energy for the show. So
Right.
it was, but yeah, Friday night concerts. But yeah, that's a long rant about concerts and just mid-40s artists. Read the room.
Yeah,
That's all.
that's interesting. And we waited so long for new Justin Timberlake music. I mean, years we've been hearing things. Oh, he's making a country album. He's doing this. He's doing that, and we get it. And then to hear
Yeah.
that is rather disappointing. I couldn't agree with you more about the Friday night show crowd. I
Oh.
did see back to JT real quick. I saw some of the visuals and on stage, and they looked pretty awesome. Am
Oh,
I right?
there.
It was short. I
Listen.
saw short clips of it, but it looked like visually a great setup.
Oh yeah, like the stage that he has, it's got this floating wall that does a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff, and then like he ends up like flying on it at the end of the show, and it's like really cool. And yeah, and it's just there's one point where it kind of like during Sexy Back, it looks like this Olmec from Legends of the Hidden Temple because it's like
Yes,
him
that's part
behind
of the
him and
ones I
like the
saw.
face
Yeah.
like in like this like 3D shit. And it's really cool. No, the stage is awesome. Like I'm not saying he's an amazing performer. Like
Yeah.
and I'm not telling anybody when the show comes, I know he's adding dates. Like if you can go. Like it's a go see Justin while he can still do this shit, right? I'm just telling you, the show just it's
Hmm.
ebbs and flows. That's the
Interesting.
thing.
Okay.
Because he really likes this new album, and you hear a lot
Yeah.
of it. You're like, just don't need just didn't need as much,
Just didn't
just
need.
didn't need as much as I got. We got a lot of it, and I just didn't need
Sure.
as much as I got. And of course, the three song, and there are three songs I like on the album. One he does in like the walking out intro, which is not like a song; it's just like on the video. And then the
Okay.
last one they play like as the credits are rolling. He says thanks, and then like they just hit play on that song, and it just is like, and I was annoyed because I was like, these are actually the songs I like, and they're not even performed. They're
Yeah.
just
Jeez.
played on the
Wow.
video screen. So but yeah. But anyways, if you listen, if he's coming to the town, I know he's going pretty much all over the country in the next year. Go see him because it's fun. But just know ebbs and flows.
It's good to know. It's good to know. Yeah, he'll be around here in December. I haven't made a decision yet, so that's good to know.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
man. Listen, I'm telling you, there are worse ways you could spend, you know, some last minute money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Check the tickets on StubHub when
that's basically what I'm waiting for too. Yeah.
yeah, check
When
the
those first
tickets
went
on
on sale, I'm
StubHub on a random night.
like,
Yeah.
no. But yeah, that's what I'll
So
do.
that's all. All right. Well, let's get into Brews Day. I'll keep it going here. I discovered something limited release. Maui Brewing Company, which I absolutely love. They have the OMG IPA. Daniel.
Wow. Tell me.
I mean, orange, guava, all the things that hit everything I need. Mango.
That's
It's
the
got
OMG
everything.
orange mango guava.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
come on.
Orange, mango, guava, OMG, hazy IPA, Maui Brewing Company. It's a limited release, so it says on the can. I don't know if that's bullshit or not. That's what it says.
Yeah.
And I'm not exactly sure when this came out, but I know I hadn't seen it until this weekend. So if it's been out, maybe it came out this year, maybe it came at some point this year, but like I know I hadn't seen it out and about, but definitely saw it this weekend and wasn't much of it because I feel like if you like Maui and you like, I mean, come on, like I grabbed it as immediately.
Yeah.
Sold in sixes. I bought 12 because I was like, I know I'm gonna like this. I don't even have to think about it. It's amazing. It's amazing. You want to talk about cleaning the grill, listening to 21 Pilots I was listening to, drinking that.
Mm.
Dude, happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day. Happy start of summer. That sounds incredible. Wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I know Chris is going to probably want to get his hands on one of those cans because he'll think that that's named after his daughter using her initials, the OMG
Oh
IPA.
shit. I forgot.
But guess what? Don't give him one because he's not drinking. You don't get one. You don't get one.
Dude, I can't wait to ask him next week. Like, man, you're on a boat. It's Memorial
Yeah,
Day, and you're drinking fruit juice.
like
This guy got questions. How's it feel?
congratulations, but stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life, brother.
Yeah,
You work out enough. Enjoy
it's like we have
enjoy
to have a
some of the
reverse intervention.
You're eating the same thing for lunch every day. You're working out every day. Okay? You're running yourself thin. You deserve a little libation from now and then. It's not going to cut your life short, you know? You don't overdo it and you won't overdo it. Get him back. Katie.
Well,
Maybe we need to talk to Katie. Maybe Katie can help us here to get him back
just
on the wagon.
it's like we just need to like do the intervention. It's like Chris.
We are here today because we care about you.
Oh God. All
Oh.
right. Dan, what are you sipping on, man?
Well, perfectly timed time for summer. I've got something never had before from Cape May Brewing Company out of New Jersey. Cape May Brewing. This is their always ready hazy pale ale. Found this little bad boy, and this talk about the start of summer. I want to read you what's on the back of this can, where it says Cape May is home to the Coast Guard, so we salute those who are always ready with a juicy hazy pale ale. Wheat and oats, aromas of tropical fruits like pineapple, mango, citrus zest, and it is exactly that. It's juicy, it's citrusy, but it's well balanced. You still get a bit of those, a bit of the wheat and the oats, a touch there where it balances it out. It's not too sweet or anything like that. And shouts to Cape May Brewing. Found this little bad boy, a little 4.8. That's the perfect way to start summer. Crushable beer. Love this can as well. I love how it even shows paired best with cheese, fish, or chicken. So shouts to
I
them.
love that.
I love that.
That should be like something that if you're running for, like, I don't know who would deal with this regulation, Congress, Senate, I don't know, whatever, the House,
Yeah.
President, I don't know. That should be a mandate on all beer cans. Every single beer can should have that. Like, I love it so much when they put like what this pairs with,
Yeah.
what this tastes good with.
Mm-hmm.
It's very simple. You could even be bullshitting me. Just say it.
Give me something.
I love it. I just
It's
love
great.
it.
Yeah.
I love it when it says that. Ah, it's like
It's
my
great.
favorite thing.
It's really well done.
God.
It's really well done. Really well done beer as well. To shouts to Cape May Brewing Company. This is a way to start the summer.
Oh man, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, Dan, cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Okay, my dude.
All right.
Let's get in the main menu. And you know what? Let's just do this a little different. Let's talk some music right now.
Okay.
Music is top of mind. It's the start of summer, talking music. And two big releases, artists that we both really like. 21 Pilots, Billie Eilish. Which one do you want to start with? Let's start with 21 Pilots. Just came out.
Let's do it.
Feelings about this album, Dan. How you feel? You are the 21 of all this. Oh my God.
I am all 21 Pilots. And as they say at the end of every concert, we are 21 Pilots and so are you, and proud to be one of and all of the Pilots. Yes, the album Clancy, which I'm holding up right now, the vinyl arrived the day that the album was released. Shouts to that, man. Shouts to them for that. Beautifully done. No delay. Okay, so day one, I had the vinyl that Clancy came out. It's just an amazing print, an incredible album. We've been waiting for this for a little while, and we've had some songs released. They've all been on the playlist over the past 2 months or so. This album is exactly what I needed. If you're not a 21 Pilots fan, and you're like, yeah, I know Blurry Face, and I know Heathens, they've been on the radio, and I know Saturday, and Dan, you talk about Mulberry Street and those songs. you need to know who 21 Pilots is to understand this album because they go back to the roots here. Okay. These aren't songs necessarily made for the radio or anything like that. 21 Pilots describes themselves as like schizoid pop, where there is rock, there's pop, and there's rap in it. So if you're like, who's this rapping group in here? That's 21 Pilots. And it's a very diverse album. And each song, I could say this about both albums. We're going to talk about both albums, 21 Pilots and Billie. Each song is so carefully crafted and written and produced that they're dynamic and they all sound unique, right? You don't get the Justin Timberlake effect where they all sound the same as old songs or anything like that. And if you can't hear that in either of these albums, then I'm sorry, you have no idea what you're talking about. But it's so well done. It takes you on this journey, and it's impressive how one band can be so dynamic and unique in their style. You go from one to the other to the other. It keeps you guessing what the next song is going to be. 10 tracks, great length. That's what we all look for in a great album, 10 tracks. They did sneak a single that came out the day before the album did, which made it 4 singles released before the album came out of 10. I didn't love that. However, the version of that single that was released is actually different than what's on the album. There is a little bit of a difference there, so I understand. But Dee, I mean, I really couldn't ask for anything more from Tyler and Josh and my favorite band in the history of the planet. Clancy is beautiful.
Listen, I like this album too. Big fan of how Overcompensate starts the album, and it just lets you know, like, this is what we're doing. It feels good.
Yeah.
Dude, and you said not meant for the radio. Dude, Backslide is
definitely meant for the radio. It's already. I'm surprised that it's
a hit
already on the radio. That it's catching a lot of momentum. And that one, it surprised me how quickly it's gained in popularity. But you're right, that one is meant for the radio because that's a lot of people are going to like that song. Yeah,
because the one thing about a band like 21 Pilots, they're not giving you the conventional, verse, chorus, verse, hook, like they're not giving you that. But Backslide gives you all of that. It gives you the sing song, like I don't care. This is going to be played in the middle of the concert. Everyone is going to be screaming this. All lights are going to be in the air. Like, it's going to be a whole situation when they perform Backslide. It's going to be a big deal. Like, that song that's a special song. Like, that's like that's a big hit. But no, I love this album. I love the way it sounds. I really don't like Next Semester. I just don't.
Oh no.
I don't like Next Semester. And I don't like it. I really don't like it. And that's honestly the only beef I have on this is, like, I wish they just left it off. I wish they left it to the side. I wish they just like, okay, we put this out. Or maybe put it at the very end of the album or something so I don't have to pay attention to it. I hate that it's number 2. I do not like that song. I don't.
Why?
You're talking about the song. I just does not. I don't know.
It's just very unlike them. I'll say it. It doesn't sound like anything they've done ever.
Yeah, it just does not work for me. But hey, listen, I just don't, and like they must like it because it is the second song on the album.
They do. They very much like it.
I get over that very quickly. I really like this album from start to finish. Also, it's not 28 songs.
Yeah, right.
It's not 18 songs. You know what I'm saying? We're coming in at it's 10. So, well, 10 I know songs. On Apple. Yeah, I know on Apple there's like 13 songs or whatever, but it's like 10 songs. It's like it's a great listen. You can listen to it over and over again. I was on a drive, got back to Overcompensate. I'm like, this is how I like to listen to albums, so I can shuffle them like I like this. I don't like to listen to just one thing when when I'm in my car for an hour. Like, come on. Like, I want to be able to listen to this a couple of times if I'm in my car for a long time or something, or get back to the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah, you can do this with this album. I like this. I love this album. Like, I'm a huge fan. Like, the routines in the night, great. Like, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Snapback's great. I love this. I just love this album. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I'm very happy about 21 Pilots right now.
Good. I'm glad to hear that from your perspective. I can't believe what you said about next semester. I think that song is going to
Oh,
be huge. I do. I think that's
I'm not a
talk
fan.
about a song that actually would be on the could be on the radio for a long time. I think that one could be. Wow. I mean, it's different. It's very, very different. Something else that's unique about this album is that they released a music video for every single song the day the album came out.
Yeah.
Which they were very passionate about doing. And they said, like, listen, some of these are going to be low budget, some are going to be high budget, some of them are going to be based on kind of the story that's being told amongst 21 Pilots lore over the past 10 years. And some of them aren't. And that's fine too. Some of them are like songs about his wife, and like there's no hidden meaning really in there. Um, the video I want everybody to watch, which might give you a different perspective on the song and how fun it is Lavish. Now, Lavish is
Okay.
another song where it's like, what is this? This is a very unique style to this melody, to this music. Of the 10 videos, stop what you do. No, wait till the podcast is over. As soon as the podcast is over, go to YouTube, 21 Pilots Lavish. It's very creative, all done in their hometown of Columbus, Ohio. And I just her all I'll say is the song was written first. That's all I'll say. But it's a really fun way to give you kind of the insight a little bit of that song. And it's a different side of 21 Pilots you don't see before, because they can often be serious in their music videos. Again, there's this story that they're always trying to tell. It's a way more fun side, and it's a very fun song, and I think the video is great for it. So go check out the video for Lavish. And then while you're at it, just watch the rest of them, because they put a lot of time and money and energy into that too. So shouts to them for going hard, really going hard
Yeah.
in this album.
Hey, go for it. I haven't had a chance to watch the videos. I knew they were doing this. We actually talked about it probably like a few episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm very excited to watch that. But I will definitely watch that one first for Lavish,
Do
because
it.
that is a song. I can't, I swear the only song I don't like on this album is Next Semester.
Can't
Like,
believe it.
everyone else, I'm like, I'm here for it all. But yeah, are you going to see them live? Have you dropped your mortgage on tickets yet?
No doubt about it. The second that I could, yes, they on the first leg of the tour, we're kind of lucky in a sense where they have multiple legs of a tour for an album. They usually tour for two and a
Mm-hmm.
half years, and they make their way around the globe. And it's either Pittsburgh or Cleveland. We get it
Yeah.
on each leg, and it's almost in a pattern now where we can predict it. And so they are going to be in Cleveland, first leg of this tour in September. So the
Okay.
tour kicks off a little later than usual, but that's only because Tyler's wife just had a baby and he didn't want to like leave home for
Mhm.
for months at a time while she literally just had their son. Because usually they kick off the tour the week after the album comes out. That's historically what they do. So later in the fall, kicks off in September. We'll be seeing them in Cleveland on the floor, and then they'll make their way back around to Pittsburgh next year, and I'll see them there too. It's just tradition continues. Can't wait.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're playing the brand new Clippers stadium, the
Oh, are they?
Intuit Dome. Yeah, in August, and
Okay.
I'm more than likely going to end up going last minute. But yeah, it's I'm very excited after hearing this album.
A lot of
Like,
songs
what?
that people will be screaming, like you said, like the chorus or certain lines. There's a
Yeah,
lot of moments in this album where you can just hear the
yeah,
crowd going to be fully into it. And this is perfect. I don't mind that the tour is a little bit delayed, because now I have plenty of time to memorize every word of every song. I have no problem. In fact, one of the singles that came out, one of the first three singles, it might have been next semester. Next semester, or it actually might have been Backslide too. It like the day after it came out, was playing it in my car, and I'm like singing the chorus, and Shannon's like, "Did this song not just come out? How do you know the words already?" And I'm like, "Do you know who I am? You know who I am?" Yeah. So plenty of time to learn every word.
Dude, I was driving. When I heard Backslide for the first time, I played that shit like 10 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Like I even remember like where I was driving when I like heard it and I was just like, yep, we're playing this again. Run it back, run it back, run it
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
the whole time. But yeah, I'm very happy. This album made me I feel like they came, not that they lost their way, but I feel like this is a nice coming back to center. Like this, a lot
Yes.
of what they do on this album is what they do best, and that is what I like. It's
Absolutely.
weird. It's kind of all over the place. It's grounded. I like this album a lot. Feels like them.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's well said. Coming back to center. Yeah.
yeah,
Very happy. Very happy about this
yes.
album.
All right. So now another album came out recently. Another big release. Billie Eilish dropped her album. Hit Me Hard and Soft. 11 songs, and I think this might be the album of the year.
Ooh.
This might be my favorite album of the year.
Really?
And I think, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of it has to do with it being 11 songs, and
That's
it's
fair.
like beginning, middle, and she tells a story basically, and it's just like, all right, we're here, and I like how she sounds on this album. I feel like the I you know we're Billie Eilish fans, so it's like we're the sound of Billie's voice and the whispering and all that stuff is something a lot of people like kind of make fun of Billie for, right?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you're not a fan of Billie Eilish, you're just like, this is the reason why. It's not there. It's like
No.
the voice is, because she had the voice. You hear it on different songs that she's done. You know that she has like an amazing voice. But like you hear it all in this album. Like she's like fully like opening up in this album
Yes.
in a way that with her voice that she hasn't done before. And it is a very enjoyable listen. And I love this thing. So shouts to her and Phineas and the cave that they make music in and whatnot. And just shouts to them. Because this shit I think this is my favorite album this year. Might be it.
I'm really glad to hear you say that. Because not only do I respect your opinion on music, but I've been trying not to overreact to this album.
Same.
But it's really hard not to. And hearing that, that you sound exactly like what I want to say. I'm like, how could this not be? This album is full. And I don't mean in a way where it's like bloated full, where there's too many tracks. Like you were saying, it's perfect. Some of the tracks are long, which is fine though, because they're not like, a 5.5-minute song. Sometimes you're like 4 minutes in, you're just like, geez, are we going a fourth verse here? She doesn't do that. She doesn't do that. You don't get tired through any of the songs that are even a little bit longer. And she took some chances, man. And I love that. I love that because that's who she was when she first came out. She was making music no one had ever made or heard before.
Yeah.
And you're just like, bad guy, what the hell is this? This is awesome. And you're right. Her last album, she was using more of the falsetto and the kind of whispering tone in the way that she can sing. And that's hard to do, by the way. And it was just at a point in her life where that was the type of music she was writing. This time, I mean, holy shit. These songs are unreal. It's like I mentioned, same thing I said about Clancy. Like it keeps you guessing. Even in the middle of songs, it keeps you guessing. Like the Love of My Life song, the L'amour de ma vie, whatever it's called. It starts off, kind of that soft and melodic, and then halfway through, first time I listened to this song, halfway through, all of a sudden the beat picks up. You can hear the tempo, and then it turns into a Churches song.
Yeah, 100%.
And then there's auto tune, and it's a dance track all of a sudden out of nowhere. And so that song, I think, does a great way to kind of resemble what this album is and how well it's written. Not only, I mean, from the lyrics but also the music. It's unbelievable. And it's going to be hard, really hard, to find another album in the next 6 months, 7 months that's better than this one. I know there's some big names still to come this year, but this might be her best. This might be her masterpiece. This album, really, really big fan of it.
Just the writing on this album, like a song like The Greatest, is just
Yeah.
so
Oh,
freaking good. Like so good. Like she's so good. Like, oh my God. And you mentioned churches. I'm gonna mention another favorite of the Brunch Breakdown.
okay,
Chelsea Birds of a Feather is the best Chelsea Cutler song that Chelsea Cutler never made. I even had to look. I like
dude.
looked up, dude. When I heard "Birds of a Feather," I looked up the liner notes to see if like Alexander 23 was in the production team, or like one of the, one of the group of friends or whatever they call their collective.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I was like looking to see if one of them produced it, because at the end you hear those sounds that they are like now accustomed to, like Quinn 92 and all that. Like all those sounds they had, those synths that they have in their songs, and I was
Right.
like, but it wasn't. But the song's incredible. Like that song's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jesus Christ,
You can't sit
man.
still to
That's
that one. You can't. You can't.
oh
You can't. I can't. I've never been able to sit still listen to it. It's an amazing, amazing song.
God.
Amazing song.
That is,
That's a good
dude.
call. That's a good
Dude,
call on Chelsea Cutler,
Chelsea.
though. I like that.
Yeah, dude,
I
it
like that.
really is. And you just hear, like, her and Phineas definitely listen to a lot of music. They have a great ear for music. Honestly, listening to this album reminded me a lot of like the reasons when, if you're a big Kanye West fan before 2016. So if you were somebody who was a millennial and you're a Kanye West fan, you listen to this album and you're like, I listen to this album, I'm like, this is the reason I loved Kanye the most, because you just heard all this shit that comes from so many different types of, you are somebody who listens to music, a lot of music, and you hear it in this album where it just goes all over the place. And that the way that they're a very tight team. It's her and Phineas and whatever, engineers they have. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's like, it's all like these things are coming from their heads. So these are ideas that are coming from music that they heard, music they listened to. And it's just, you could just tell that they're just like, I want to do something like this. I want to see what we could do with something like this. And I just, oh my God, this album, dude. This album. This album, dude. Like, God,
Yeah. Yeah.
incredible. Like, dude, she's special, man. Like, I like special.
This. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this for her to still be this early on in her career. And again, you're right. The fact that it's her and Phineas. They're writing. They're
Mm-hmm.
doing the majority of this work. They're the ones grinding. They don't have this super massive team of 50 people writing lyrics and songs for them. Obviously, they've got producers, but you got to respect and appreciate the fact that they're still grinding themselves for how big
Yeah.
that she's gotten. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I love that you can hear influences in different songs in this. So like when I first heard Bittersweet towards the end of the album, I was like, this is Fleetwood Mac in
Yeah.
like just like with synth. I'm like, this is Everywhere by Fleetwood Mac. Like
Yeah.
this is wait a minute. And I could hear them absolutely listening to that song and getting inspiration from it. But just so well done. This is going to be, well, I know we're talking songs of the summer and things like that. Like this album is just going to be on repeat all summer long. I've seen Billie live in concert a number of times, like 4 times maybe. And I was like, I don't know if I need to go see her again on her next tour. Heard the songs, I've seen her perform, but now I'm like, with this album out, I'm like,
Yeah.
I have to go. I have to go again.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, special album. Shouts to Billie. I'm a just huge fan. The playlist this week's gonna be stacked.
It is.
Stacked.
It
Stacked.
is. Get
So
ready.
get ready for that. All right. Well, we'll get back to music when we talk what's going on the playlist this week. So let's get into the Cheez-It Cafe, please. Let's get into it. There is a Cheez-It Cafe, and yes, that means there's a restaurant that is dedicated to Cheez-Its. And now that there's a lot of restaurants that are closing, I mean, I feel like, there needs to be a Doritos cafe, there
There
needs
you
to be a
go.
Lay's cafe, there needs to be a bunch of different cafes because a lot of restaurant space is going to be opening up very soon when it comes to this shit. So, Dan, what are your thoughts on the Cheez-It Cafe that is opening? It's literally just one big Cheez-It, and it is a cafe.
It is, and it's an incredible story. It's open in New York, and it's exactly what you think, where they have special food items that all have been made with
Yes.
Cheez-Its. Chris's favorite snack, by the way. So I'm sure if he wasn't at the lake right now, he'd be on his way to New York. And there's a writer that had went and kind of broken down all of these menu items that I'll kind of give you a little bit of a taste of here. They have the Cheez-It milkshake. That might as well be on brunch court for crying out loud. Um, and yes, it's a milkshake with Cheez-Its and chocolate sauce, chocolate dip Cheez-It crackers, vanilla ice cream, and caramel. And the guy that rated that had it said it was like way better than he expected. That it reminded him of like the Chicago mixed popcorn of the caramel and the cheese mix,
Uh,
which I was like, when he said that, I'm like, I'm with you now. I'm with you. I don't understand reading the ingredients out loud, but when you say that, I'm like, I love a Chicago mixed popcorn. So shouts to that. They have a smash burger with Cheez-It pimento cheese on it, which speaks to Steel City Dan really, really hard. The big grilled cheese with that famous Cheez-It pimento cheese on it. Cheesy chicken tendies, where the breading was made with crumbled up cheesy crackers. Are you kidding me? Why isn't this on menus everywhere? Wendy's, what are you sleeping on? This sounds amazing. They have a Cheez-It biscuit, chicken sandwich, and then the mac and Cheez-It, which is made with white cheddar Cheez-Its, cracker sauce, and then the cracker crumble on the top. Why aren't we doing this nationwide? Why isn't this being, I mean, if this is a test kitchen, like, let's go. Cheez-It, the next big thing. You're right, Didi. There's a lot of real estate opening up. I don't care if we want to be like, isn't that an old Pizza Hut? No, that's the new Cheez-It. That's the new Cheez-It Cafe. This sounds incredible.
everything about it, to the Cheez-It dispensers that you have, you can
Yes.
just go, they have every kind of Cheez-It there that you can just grab up. I love that. This is a great idea. And the thing that was interesting when you sent this to me, I was like ready to be like, oh yeah, this is funny. This will be like, this is all gonna be like gross stuff. No,
Yeah.
no. They really just were like, no, we're gonna sprinkle a little Cheez-It in here, but we're gonna make some like awesome stuff.
Yeah.
So shouts to them for not making this like a disgusting menu, because all of this sounds incredible to me. And I need Cheez-It cafes to go on to be everywhere. Let's get Cheez-It cafes like everywhere.
Let's
I'm,
roll it
I'm
out.
here. I'm here. Like,
Cheez-It fries with Cheez-It dust sprinkled on them? Are you
dude,
serious?
like, come on. I want to do the Cheez-It jukebox that
The
you
cheese
use Cheez-Its to work.
you use you like literally use an actual Cheez-It in the dispenser to start the jukebox. This is amazing. This is
Dude,
amazing.
genius.
And you're right. This should be snack foods everywhere. Take note. Doritos? Are you kidding? This would be huge. They
Yeah.
could do something huge for this.
Yeah. Like,
Slim
but
chips?
why isn't, dude?
Come on.
But speaking of cheese, you mentioned it already. But like, because you said, why isn't like another fast food restaurant doing this? Because it's like with Doritos, they're already in Taco Bell. I've already had the
Yeah.
Doritos taco. It's great.
Yeah.
Like it's a Dorito, but it's a taco. It's amazing. Why isn't Wendy's, Burger King? What are you doing? Go grab up Cheez-It. Doing,
Honestly.
make the extra Cheez-It Whopper or something. Get on this.
Right.
What are we doing?
Get those collabs going. This
Like,
is amazing. And again, the feedback was all positive on all of this food, and just by the sounds of it. Sometimes you read these things and you're like, ugh, I don't know. They're a little bold, a little risky.
yeah.
It all makes sense. And Cheez-It's the one. Cheez-It's the one to do it. Yeah, get out there and grab these Cheez-It items. I mean, there's some serious money to be made, I think. The fast food game
Yeah.
needs a change, needs a shake up. And the Cheez-It Cafe, mean, just launch these things. I need more.
Yeah.
I need more. I
I,
hope
I
this is a trial and they're gonna do them a little bit more pop-up nation, maybe some pop-ups nationwide because it sounds incredible.
yeah, I'm here for it. Uh okay, this is okay, so this is a little left turn on the
Okay.
menu because I just want to make sure we got to this. I remember I forgot about this. Little left turn.
Yeah.
Uh LeBron James loves Bojangles. Did you hear this report?
Yes, I did.
Dan is a lover of Bojangles. Loves Bojangles. Loves Bojangles. Famous restaurant chain in the South, which they're opening. They're opening some in LA in like 2025 or something. So, I'm very excited about that. Yes, yeah,
Wow.
2025. Saw the report. Yeah, yeah. Opening some in LA. So I'm very excited. But LeBron, used to demand Bojangles whenever he was like first started playing in the NBA, where they would have like the getaway meal that they give them, and he demanded it be Bojangles. And this is the NBA, so that means anything they want on the jet to go back to Cleveland, they could have. And LeBron demanded that the team had Bojangles, and I find that to be incredible. And that is one of the reasons people think that the Charlotte Hornets are going to draft Bronny.
Right.
And they think they have a shot that maybe LeBron will be like, "Ooh, I'm a free agent. Maybe I'm gonna go to Charlotte because I can just have all the Bojangles." And that is the best part. That is the best piece of sports reporting that I have heard in a very long time. Is that right there? I now believe that LeBron is joining LaMelo Ball and Bronny in Charlotte next year.
I'm here
That's it.
for it. I'm here for it. Team Bojangles, LeBron, we're with you, man. I'm a big lover of Bojangles myself, and those stories of hearing, yeah, him making sure and getting himself a bow box for the ride home. Got to get the dirty rice. Got to get all the fixins and stuff like that. I respect the hell out of it. I really do, and that being the reason that they would all end up in Charlotte is absolutely incredible. So mad respect and complete understanding that when you don't have it, when you don't have it around the corner, it's just you crave it, you miss it, as I do. So I get it, LeBron, man. Let's. But if they're coming to LA,
Yeah, they
maybe
might
enough of a reason for him to stick around and the
might be.
career there. But and more reason for me to come out and visit you instead of 2 times a year, to 5 or something like that. So.
God, man, it's dude, it's hilarious. Like that, I thought that was just like amazing this week. I was like, give me
Yeah,
all that. Like,
I'm
let's
glad you
go.
remembered that.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm very happy that I remembered to get that and get that into the menu. So
Right.
think about Charlotte Hornets fans, you might be getting LeBron and Bronny.
Get ready. Bojangles
Yeah,
sponsorship right on the jersey. That's all you need. Finish the package. Get that patch right on the jersey. He's like, you set that in. I'm there.
I wonder if that like actually does play into like anyone. And like, cause there's like the mass signing period of like the NBA, the NFL draft. It's like at the end of it, it's like they sign a bunch of free agents.
Yeah.
It's like, people didn't get drafted. They sign a bunch of free agents and stuff. And a lot of people say that's better than getting drafted in the 6th or 7th round, just like getting signed as a free agent, like at
Mm-hmm.
the end, because you can pick where you want to go. And I just wonder if there's any college player that's like, freaking love Permane sandwiches, dude. I had a Permane sandwich. That was 1 year we played Pitt my freshman year.
Yep.
Wasn't even playing. And I was like, that shit is amazing. I want to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. or, you're, or you're just like,
I love
you're
that.
just trying to think like what's the chili, the Skyline chili in like
Yeah, Jill in
Cincinnati? You're just
Cincinnati.
like,
Yeah.
oh man, we were on a freaking Big East road trip and we played Cincinnati and we were just like, oh shit, this is incredible. I'm going there. That's where I'm signing with. I want all the Skyline chili.
Can't rule it out. Can't rule it out as a possibility. I know I would think that way.
I know. It just like makes me wonder because like some of these like, just weird cities, it's like you just really like barbecue and you're like, oh yeah, man. I really
Yeah. I
like,
know the Carolina Panthers suck ass right now, but boy, oh boy, to be in To be in Bojangles headquarters, I'm gonna consider that offer big time.
I swear, food
Sorry,
will do a
Chiefs.
lot to you.
Sorry, Chiefs. Gonna pass. Signing with the Panthers.
Yeah, it's just like, oh man, it's like I could go to a perennial power, but it's like, but see, I guess that's probably where like Green Bay really loses out on free agents.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know what the food is in Wisconsin, but like that must suck. Because it's like you think people are like, oh, I could go to the Green Bay Packers, storied, play in Lambeau Field, storied organization, da da da. But I really like Tex-Mex, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to Dallas.
Culver's doesn't do it for me. So yeah, I need I need to get some authenticity in my life.
God, like, oh
Uh,
man, like I drink like 12 cups of coffee a day. I like Seattle, just over
yeah,
everybody. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah, I need to.
That's
I see.
great.
Those are the stories I need. Those are the stories
Yes,
I need. I
more
need
of
to know
that.
what makes you choose these places over other places. That's what I need. I
Right.
need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing this new Hard Knocks where it's like in the off season, right? And they're not
Hmm.
doing it in training camp. It's like now. So that's like this is the time where you're starting to sign those free agents. Those are the behind the story scenes we need. Let's get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Let's get
That's
that.
what I need. It's like that's why I chose. It's like I could play with Patrick Mahomes, but like I don't really like Kansas City barbecue. Not my jam.
Right.
But Carolina, let's do it. Bryce Young, let's get it. Good Lord. Oh man. All right. Well, let's get into what we are listening to, which this week is going to be called music we just want to hear this summer. Because there's some songs that I just really, really want to hear this summer, and I am going to get it started. This is a song that was already on the playlist, which I have to say, when I hear a song of the summer, I pretty much call it. And
Yeah.
you may not like it, but
Oh, jeez.
Tipsy by Shabuzi. That song. I called it. I called it the first day that shit came out. I was like, this is it. I want to hear that song. I don't care how annoying it is when everybody's TikTok videos and everybody's reels and all the things. I don't even care. That song is amazing. And it throws back to my man Jaquan, which means Jaquan is getting some money in his pocket. Love when my one-hit wonder rappers from the early 2000s get some money in their pocket. And he's getting a lot right now. So shouts to my guy, Shabuzi and Jaquan. Shouts to Jaquan.
There you go. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
Lots of Billie and lots of 21 Pilots on the playlist this week.
Yes.
Again, it's going to be stacked, but in
Of
particular,
course. Of course.
I think that from Billie's album, that Lunch and Birds of a Feather have the potential to pick up the momentum to be songs of the summer. I do. I
Good.
think they have that vibe. I think they could. I think they're going to be both wildly popular enough to have the crown of song of the summer. I don't know, but I think the possibility is at least there. So, amongst all the Billie on the playlist this week, Lunch and Birds of a Feather, yeah, I think they've got the potential to be reigning supreme all summer long.
Dude, there's gonna be a lot of people coming home and banging to Birds of a Feather, throwing that shit on. Just letting you know right now. There's gonna be a lot of people coming
Yeah.
home with somebody they love or like or
Mm-hmm,
whatever.
mm-hmm.
Throwing a little Birds of a Feather.
Yep.
Get busy. Telling you. That is definitely the summer. Like that song is so good and like that like you can when you're listening to it you can like this song feels like it should be in some rom-com coming of age movie whatever where people are like just making out hooking up doing something and you
Yeah.
just it's gonna be
Yep.
when that song plays at whatever time at a night it's gonna be disgusting. It's gonna be absolutely disgusting. But that song is incredible.
Yep.
um Oh man. I promise I won't put Drake or Kendrick on this playlist this week. I won't. I promise. I promise. But another song I have put on the playlist, Teddy Swims Apple Juice. I want to hear that song everywhere I
Oh,
go. I want to hear that when I'm walking through a shopping center. I want to hear that song when I'm at a restaurant. I want to hear that song literally everywhere. That's all I want to hear that song everywhere all summer long. Like that's going on any playlist I make because I just had like a hodgepodge of songs that I was listening to, that I've been listening to while outside this weekend, and I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, this is on every playlist I make. Like Apple Juice just feels good. Just
yes,
feels good, man.
yes,
Just does.
for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. I love that pick, as I of course. Here's one that I'm curious to get your feedback on because I think if this song had been released in the past 4 weeks,
Okay.
it could have it could definitely be song of the summer. It got released, I want to say, in March. So I don't know if it has the momentum to get there. That's pretty early in the song of the summer season. But Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter,
Oh
been
yeah.
on our playlist before when it came
Yeah.
out. It's it's a phenomenal song. It's a phenomenal song. I know she had to probably get it out before Coachella because she wanted to perform it at Coachella. But if this came out in the past 4 weeks, I think we've got a long-term contender for song of the summer. It's still, I still love listening to it, and it's definitely that's an outside jam for me this summer.
Listen, you could argue that it's going to be the song of the summer because I think there's a
Yeah,
lot of people who don't even know that song yet, where there's like, because it did come out in April or whatever, but it's still just like this song that now, Adele posted about it, like said it on stage at one of her concerts or something like that. Like she was like, I can't, she was like singing it. Like now there's people who are going to be listening to it. This song is, because right now it's like you hear the little, I'm working late because I'm a singer, which is just a lot. And everyone puts it in, and there's been so many videos and whatnot. So I think a lot
yeah,
of people hear it in that. And then, like, so a lot of people haven't even heard this yet. Like, I'm sure she's going to perform on the Today Show Plaza and all these other things that big songs of the summer acts do and whatever. And I think if that song is going to be everywhere.
got
This,
momentum
like, it's,
still. Yeah,
it's already everywhere and it's going to be, she just promoted SNL, which again, Sabrina, you don't have to hold a paper that says Sabrina likes to be on top. You just don't.
yeah. You don't have to try
You
so hard.
don't. It's just you
You're just
don't need
trying
to
too
trust.
hard.
Like we get it. Like we
Yeah,
get it. You don't like you. We get it. We get it.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
we get it. God, SNL I came for the first time. We get it. You don't need to. We get it. Just oh God, it's like
Uh,
stop trying so hard.
yeah.
We get it. All right. So actually, you know what? I forgot. So Sexy Red, who is one of my absolute favorite female rappers, because I don't even know what she's doing. Because she raps off beat, on beat. It just says what she feels. It's great. All her songs are like basically under 2.5 minutes. I love Sexy Red. Just put out new mixtape, In Sexy We Trust. And I'm gonna put something on here because I want to hear this all summer long because this is just bass and booty shaking music, and I just love it. But I said I wasn't gonna put Drake on this playlist, but I forgot one big key thing here.
Ooh.
The song "You My Everything" has Drake on it, and he is rapping over the beat that is making fun of him, which is called BBL Drizzy, by Metro Boomin, and it is a great little like Drake's great at doing this. It's like like you're making fun of me, so I'm gonna rap over this beat that's supposed to be making fun of me, and he
Yeah,
does that on this song. But but over bad is awesome on this. Outside's awesome. I love this. I love Sexy Red. And then this is not for children. So when Sexy Red comes on, there's I don't even know how you make a clean version of a Sexy Red song. I don't think it exists.
not
So
possible. Missing half the
no,
lyrics.
this is outside music and for adults. But yeah, Sexy Red will be on. I want to hear her all summer long. All
Yeah,
summer long.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Another album that unfortunately cannot be contender for album of the year anymore, thanks to Billie Eilish. But another album that I thought was really, really, really solid, and I think is made for summer and outdoor music. And this is like what she does. Is she just makes hits. It's Dua Lipa. I want radical
Oh,
optimism in the summer. the whole thing,
Okay.
all the way through. A lot of the singles have blown up actually already. Illusion. I think Falling Forever might get some. It's good summer vibe to it. So I want that album on. Shuffling through, outside summer vibing. She just makes hits, man. She doesn't miss. She doesn't miss. It's a really solid album. Just unfortunately, Billie Eilish's
It,
album is better.
it just came out and it just came out at the wrong time. It's just like
Yeah,
you guys needed to
3 weeks ago. It's too
fix
close.
that.
Yeah, it's like now
Yeah.
it's forgotten.
Yeah, it's
Almost in a
unfortunate
sense. It's too
that
close together. Yeah.
it's unfortunate that it came out when it did.
Yeah.
Charlie XCX has an album coming out. I'm not sure when
Yes.
it's coming out. I think it's coming out soon, but she's got the song
Yeah.
360 that I just love. And I love Charlie. So like, and Charlie keeps you on the dance floor, keeps you guessing. The video for this song is hilarious. It's great. It's just really cool done video. And yeah, I'm a big Charlie XCX fan. I want to hear Charlie and this kind of music out like all summer long. So big shouts to Charlie.
Yeah, and I think you're right. Her album is due out this summer. I think there's potential for
Yeah.
something else on there too. Another
Yeah.
person in that same category who we've had a single or two from, who's got an album coming out in late June. Camila Cabello has the
Oh,
potential to
yeah.
release the song of the summer. I mean,
Yeah.
that's also what she
Yeah.
does, her style of music, the genre.
Hmm.
And so I think that one is a stay tuned, kind of that you were referring with Charlie XCS, is stay tuned. There could be something there. But Didi, there's one artist that could absolutely blow this category out of the water
Okay.
and just forget everything we just said for the past 5 minutes. And there is no sign of it whatsoever. All I'm saying, and obviously this song can't be on the playlist because it's not out yet, but it could happen out of nowhere. If Rihanna drops a song in the next
God.
month, game over.
It's
Game over. It could be that
Rihanna.
simple. It could be done that quickly, just like that. And we'll have our song of the summer. So Riri, we were all waiting. We know you're busy, but this is the time. I don't want a song in the fall. The single she released is fine. That's not a song of the summer. I want a song of the summer.
It's Rihanna's just rich, man. She just doesn't care about us anymore. Like she's just
No, she's
like,
like, yeah, the
guys,
album's coming. I'm working on it. And nobody stop asking me about it.
it's like
Here we are.
it's been 8 years since Anti came out. 8 years.
Jeez.
2016. 2016. That album came out.
Yeah.
January of 2016. I think she's just done. I think she's done. I really think that's it. I think we're done. I think that's it. I'm starting to think we're just done. And then last one I'm gonna throw in here. I'm not saying this is gonna be a song of the summer, but this is definitely a song I want to hear all summer. And
Okay.
Beyonce has Yaya on her album. And I don't think we're giving Yaya the respect it deserves. I don't think she is, because Beyonce is like, I'm above promoting anything. I'm just going to throw it out in the world and then I'm going to tour and then whatever. But I think Yaya needs to get more love, Beyonce. I think we do. Beyonce, if you're listening, I know you listen to the Brunch Breakdown. Jay-Z, I know you listen to the Brunch Breakdown.
No doubt.
Yaya needs more love. Like the back half of this album, the last 8 songs of this album need more love. But that's what happens when you make a 28-song album. But just saying. We need more love to the back half of this album. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
We need more love.
Respect that.
More love.
Respect that.
Yes.
A little more love.
Yeah.
A little more
We
love.
need more love.
Speaking of more love, I need more love from Benny. Benny, I know you're busy too. We haven't had anything since Green Honda, really. And Find an Island from Benny is like one of my all-time favorite summer songs. You ask anybody, any cookout, lake trip, anything, Find an Island is on repeat throughout the weekend from Benny. I need more of that. I know you've got more coming. We don't know when, but I need those Find an Island jams from Benny to get me through the rest of the summer.
Yeah, dude. There's so much music this summer. Like,
yeah,
we could go on and on and on about this, but yeah, They could
They
go on and
could.
on about this. Like, there's songs off the Ariana Grande album that I don't want people to forget. Like, We
Yeah.
Can't Be Friends. I love that record. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of songs I just want to be hearing all summer long. And these are like the songs. Because shouts to the music community, though, for getting together and giving us actual songs we want to hear this summer and not waiting till fall to drop them. I don't know why that happened last year, but I was very annoyed by it. This year, everyone is like doing their job. It's like songs in April, songs in May. We're getting these songs to get us going for the summer. And I'm very, very, very happy about it. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because
Because
if
I
I
feel
have to
like,
hear Benson Boone one more time, I'm going
oh
to
my
lose my
gosh,
fucking
please.
mind. I
Thank you.
cannot.
Thank
I
you.
don't get. I don't get it. I don't
I'm
get
with you.
it.
I'm
I
with you.
don't get it. I don't get that stick season song. I don't get. I'm like, I I don't want them.
Dude, thank you.
Get
Thank you
out
for
of my
saying
life.
thank
Like,
you.
like in tortured pets department, I'm out of my life. Get out. I'm out of my life. I don't need it.
We need some banger. It's been a while since we had a huge song of the summer
Yes, it's been a minute.
years. So like I have a list here of like from this, somebody put this together. 2023 was Last Night by Morgan Wallen. No comment. 2022 As It Was Harry Styles. 2021 Butter by BTS. 2020 Rockstar by DaBaby. That's probably the last one that resonated.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
2019
I
Old
mean,
Town
Butter is a
Road.
jam. Let's not get it
Butter's a jam.
twisted.
You're right. You're
Let's
right.
not get it twisted.
You're right.
Butter is a jam.
Old Town
But
Road.
yeah,
2019.
yeah, yeah,
2018
yeah.
In My Feelings, and then I think you go back to 2017. Despacito was like, of all those songs I listed, that might be the biggest that had like the biggest effect on the
I
most
mean, Old Town.
people.
I mean, Old Town Road was
That was
Old Town
yes.
Road was
You're right.
the
Everybody but
biggest song
me.
ever.
But you're right. You're right.
Old
So
Town Road was like the
I
biggest song
want
ever.
something. It's 24 to 24. I want us to go back in that year and be like, that song. That's when
Yep.
they brought it. So
Yep.
we'll wait and see.
Guys, we need it because come fall, everything's gonna turn to shit. Just letting you know right now. I'm gonna keep trying to warn you guys. I keep trying to warn you guys. Like, everyone got way too serious about Drake and Kendrick, and it turned not to be fun anymore.
Right.
But I'm telling you guys, you're gonna regret that. You're
Yeah.
going to regret that because we got debates starting in June. Why are we starting in June when we've known the two candidates for 2 years? We don't need to do debates, but it's all gonna turn to shit, guys. They're debating right before the 4th of July. Right before the 4th of July, just in time to ruin everybody's 4th of July.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's what we're listening to. Check out the Sounds of Brunch playlist on Spotify. Tell Siri, tell Alexa to play the Sounds of Brunch. Dan, any final thoughts on the brunch breakdown?
A lot of music talk today, man. And this is one of our longer episodes, and you can tell that we both love it and are passionate about it. And we hope to have Chris back next week. Listen, Chris and I made 200 some episodes together with the Chris and Dan podcast, and I got 193 of this. And to be honest, if you can't tell, we just can't stand working together anymore. And we're our contractual agreement is up that we signed many years ago when we started the Chris and Dan podcast. And so we can't be on the same podcast at the same time. All kidding aside, enjoy the music this week, people.
Yeah.
Enjoy it while we have it. And these were 2 phenomenal weeks of music. And go watch the music video for Lavish by 21 Pilots and thank me later.
Beautiful. And that's the brunch breakdown. We're out.